Egypt amongst the favorites to lift the Africa Cup of Nations trophy in mid-January and retain their status despite needing a stubborn time winner to get past rank outsider Zimbabwe. The Pharaohs suffered a scale of a half-time deficit, but amassed 77% possession and 35 shots attempts, managed to convert the thorough domination into 3 points, meaning they have now already eclipsed their disastrous winless campaign in 2023 following a winless Arab Cup tournament earlier this month. Egypt will now be desperate for their first clean sheet in 8 games to send a message to their title rivals. Welcome to our coverage of everything football. It's the Africa Cup of Nations, Morocco 2025. And without further ado, let's go straight to the national anthem of the Pharaohs of Egypt. Of course, you already know they take on South Africa. But first, the Egyptian anthem. That was the national anthem of Egypt. Meanwhile, South Africa were widely expected to finish second in Group B and come into this contest after needing a late winning goal of their own to claim 3 points in an evenly matched game against Angola. It was a successful return to the Africa Cup of Nations for the 2023 bronze medalists. And so without further ado, let's go straight to the South African national anthem. And so, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our coverage of the big game involving Egypt and South Africa. Well, I'm your match commentator. Okoroji Chidozie Chefter remains my name. Having heard the two national anthems, our referee from Burundi, Pacific Ndabiha Wenimana, is the man to oversee the action. Right there at the stadium that, of course, Morocco have named the Stade Adria. And yes, kickoff about to be established. Even as I give you the light up, Mohamed El Shenawi is the man in goal for Egypt. It's a back four, Mohamed Hari. You have Yasser Ibrahim partnering Rami Rabia. And Mohamed Hamdi is at left back. Mowan Afia partner Zizou in defensive midfield. And further up front, it's Hadi Fati, Mohamed Salah, the captain of the side, alongside Omar Mamouche and Mahmoud Trezeguet. For the South Africans, you already know the coach of the side, Hugo Broos. And of course, Hossam Assam is the coach of Egypt. For Hugo Broos, it's Roland Williams that mans the posts this wonderful day. The captain of the South Africans, Aubrey Modiba, Mbenkezeli Mbokazi, partner Siabonga Ngemanda. And of course, Kuliso Mudau is at right back. It's a midfield three of Sefolo Sithole, Theboho Mokoena, and Valente Mbatha. Well, up front, it's the experienced Burnley man, Lyle Foster, in jersey number 9, flanked by Oswin Apollos and Shipang Moremi. Well, I'm not doing this one alone. I have a man who follows African football, well vested in African football, loves the game, not just in Africa, but across the globe. And it is a pleasure to welcome to the microphone Cosmos Chukwuemeka this wonderful afternoon. How are you doing, my good man?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. Yes, and thank you for having me on this set. I mean, it's been a while.
It has.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Of course, South African, the traditional yellow, green and yellow shirts, green shorts and yellow socks, up against the Pharaohs of Egypt, 7-time champions in your traditional red, white and black, looking to win it on the continent for an 8th time. Hugo Broos in the picture, quite experienced and efficient. The coach who has led them to qualify for next year's World Cup in the United States, Canada and Mexico. But this is African football. This is now. Siabonga Nganzema, lovely pass to find Kuliso Mudau at right back in jersey number 20. We'll roll it all the way to Siabonga Ngenzana. A lovely ball to the number 6 man, Aubrey Modiba. Modiba tries to get past Mohamed Hari, who's playing left back for Egypt. But Cosmos, what are your expectations from this game? I mean, these are the two teams tipped to come out of this group, but who takes it this afternoon?
Well, it's really, really difficult to say. I mean, both sides know themselves. The coaches are legendary guys. Hugo Broos, yes, is an AFCON winning coach. Won the African Cup of Nations with Cameroon in Gabon 2017.
Yeah.
And of course, Hossein Hassan has won the African Cup of Nations as a player. First in I think that will be 1990.
Yeah, in the 90s.
So that will be in the 90s. And of course, the second one in 1998. And then the third one in 2006 when he was rounding up his career. Yeah, so, but this is his first rodeo as the coach of the Pharaohs of Egypt. And of course, Egypt 7 times winners. So it promises to be a very interesting one. Statistically, in the last 6 games, South Africa has won. I mean, has had the upper hand in this one in the last 6 games. Egypt has not beaten them in the last 6 games, but they lost. I mean, they won their first game in 1995 when they played together. First friendly in 1995, and then a year later at the African Cup of Nations, the 3rd game of the African Cup of Nations. Certainly, of course, Egypt won by 1-0. But then South Africa got to the finals to win the competition. So it promises to be a very interesting one. These two know themselves. Do not forget, on home ground in 2019 at the Cairo International Stadium, South Africa, defeated the Pharaohs of Egypt in front of a more than 60,000 capacity crowd to silence that stadium. Trust me, it's a place that, I mean, I was born in Cairo, so it's a place that is, they are religious about football. They understand? And of course, it shut them up, and they are meeting 6 years after. yes, in the African Cup of Nations again. It promises to be a very interesting one.
Number 7 now. Mohamed Trezeguet, low cross into the box, dealt with by the South African defense. And now the number 6 man will come forward again. Andrew Modiba sends it back to Mbokazi. And it's a clearance. Even as the number 14 man, Hamdi Fathi, is in the picture. And Lyle Foster is having words with Pacifique, because Fathi actually brought down Foster as he went for an aerial battle there. Talking about the Burnley forward, plays for Burnley in the Premier League. Of course, we are in Agadir, Morocco. The AFCON going on strong. Lovely pass now this time to find Omar Mamouche. Mamouche tries to wiggle his way. Still Mamouche, but he's been blocked and shielded off the ball there by the number 20 man for South Africa, Kuliso Mudau, stopping Mamouche there, and it's going to be a goal kick to South Africa.
Yes, certainly, of course. You know how dangerous Mamouche is. The goal he scored in the last game, of course, against Zimbabwe, was from that side of the byline as well. And of course, that is why they are very careful with them. Of course, South Africa knows this team well. They played them 6 years ago, and they understand how this team is now. South Africa is not the same team that used to be that. I mean, this is a South African team that has qualified for the World Cup. This is a South African team that are going to win their second African Cup of Nations. South African team that wants to win their fourth. They want to finish on the podium for the fourth time. First time was in '96, second 98, and the last African Cup of Nations in Ivory Coast, they finished third. So they want to finish on the podium, and better still to win it. So they understand that Egypt is a very dangerous team, and certainly Mamouche, Salah, Trezeguet are dangerous players, and the defense of South Africa, the Bafana will want to ensure that nothing comes out from those throws.
Of course, still goalless inside the first 6 minutes, going on 7. Feel free to let us know just what you think of this big game in Group B. South Africa up against Egypt. Of course, it doesn't get bigger than this as Heine sends the ball out for throwing to South Africa. It was the number 6 man, Aubrey Modiba, for South Africa, coming forward. He will execute the throw straight to Mokoena. Teboho Mokoena, of course, very experienced. I remember the last AFCON, scored against Nigeria.
A penalty?
Yeah, in the quarterfinals.
Yeah. In the semi-finals.
Yeah, the semi-finals, yes.
Yeah. Of course, a very dangerous player. Of course,
he is very dangerous.
Also very dedicated. One of the best blockers in African football. One of the best defensive midfielders in African football.
One of the best midfielders in African football. Talking about Teboho Mokoena, jersey number 4, even as the goalkeeper, Mohamed El Shanawi, is with the ball right now in jersey number 23. A short pass to Rami Rabia finds Mohamed Hamdi. Hamdi trying to initiate a long ball. He will clear the second time of asking after it took a deflection. South Africa deal with that quite well. Ngenzama will head it straight to Omar Mamouche. Mamouche now will fit it to the midfield player, Zizo. Now Mo Salah looking for the number 3 man, Mohamed Hani. Takes it all the way back to number 25, Zizo again. Now it's Ramdi Rabia in possession. Now finds the number 7 man, Mahmoud Trezeguet. Back to Hamdi. Egypt just taking their time, passing the ball, not wanting to overcommit. As Yasser Ibrahim now has it, fitted it to Zizo. Lovely ball over the top, looking for the run of Mo Salah, but it will go out for throwing to South Africa.
Of course, you can see what Egypt are trying as much as possible to do.
Yeah.
Hold on to the ball, weary them out, try as much as possible to play the long ball. I like the fact that Mohamed Salah is actually coming into the midfield to play together with them, trying as much as possible to be compact in the middle of the pack. They're playing a 4-3-3, by the way.
Yeah.
But they're trying as much as possible to be compact against a South African side that's playing against a 4-2-1-3 formation, which is defensive in nature, if you ask me too. But of course, you can see what Egypt are trying to do there. I feel like this game is going to be a close game. the two sides are still trying to sound themselves out, and let's just see what happens. And South Africa need to be careful with some of those turnovers because it could come back and hurt them.
It surely could come back and hurt them, but not your messages coming back to hurt you. So send them right about now to our WhatsApp line 080-959-75805. I'll take that again. It's 080-959-75805. Africa Cup of Nations. Still to come later tonight. You have Morocco taking on Mali. I can tell you that in the earlier fixture, which we didn't cover, Tunisia got their second win in a group, beating Uganda by 3-1. Here come the Egyptians now. Mo Salah with the ball, has 1, 2, 3, 4 of his teammates. This time he will go to the left-hand side, but wonderful defending from South Africa's number 20 man, Koliso Mudau, to send that ball out for throw-in. Egypt will execute the throw. Mo Salah might be having problems with Liverpool after that explosive interview where he accused them of throwing him under the bus, but the AFCON will surely provide some vacuum as to him not being caught up in the tangle. And it's a lovely ball from the number 3 man there, Mohamed Hani, looking to put it on a play for Mo Salah, but his late arrival ensuring that he didn't get the connection he would have wanted.
I mean, you need to see, I mean, the interchange of passes from the middle of the park to Mohamed Hani. Lovely cross. Mohamed Salah couldn't get to that, and it shows you the danger that Egypt has as a team. You understand the danger that they have as a team. They may have struggled in their first game, but in this game, they are ensuring that they have played a Southern African team first, Zimbabwe, and they're ensuring that they learn from it, and not allowing South Africa to play their game. And as I said, the turnovers, yes, could come back and hurt South Africa, because it was from a turnover that this thing happened. I mean, this attack happened.
Getting to the 12th minute of this encounter, still goalless between the Pharaohs of Egypt and the Bafana of South Africa. Lovely ball over the top now, the left-hand side, and that's a great control, but well dealt with right there by Rami Rabia. And now it's the number 25 man, Zizou, in the center circle, will circle and then feed it to Mo Salah. Salah now still in possession, clustered by 2 South Africans. Eventually gives away possession by the referee, Pacifique. Well, that Latin name, quite a long one, Ndabi Hawalamana. I don't think I want to continue pronouncing that. It's really a tongue-twisted name, so I'll just go with referee Pacifique. Yeah, not passive in that passage of play as Egypt now come again, this time through the left-hand channel, and it's going to be Trezeguet. Trezeguet tries to get past 2 South Africans. That proves ineffective, and it's back to Rowan Williams. Now Mokoena, the number 20 man, now will get it again. A short pass from Koliso Mudau, and this time Valente Mbacha was the man who had it, but he's been flagged by the referee, the number 5 man for South Africa. I think the ball went out of play there.
Yeah, it did.
The replay suggests it did.
Yeah, it did.
So throw into Egypt, already taken. Now they have possession in their own half. Zizou, lovely pass to the right to find Hani. Mohamed Hani sent it all the way back to his countryman, Yasser Ibrahim. A long ball looking for Trezeguet. Loose ball will fall to Mo Salah. Sends it back in unorthodox fashion, but El Shinawi was expecting a free kick there, the Liverpool man, but didn't come. But Egypt, however, retained possession.
All eyes are on Mohamed Salah. Of course, you can see about 2 players on him, trying as much as possible to stop him. But trust me, I feel like the most dangerous player or set of players or duo of players in the Pharaohs of Egypt is not even Mohamed Salah.
Oh, okay.
It is Mamouche and Trezeguet. Omar Mamouche and Mohamed Trezeguet. Now, those 2 players, I mean, according to the formation, Trezeguet is supposed to play as a top striker. But you can see there's an interchange between the both of them. From the left-hand side to the middle of the park. They're playing more like a false 9, kind of a 4-3-3 formation. And you can see what has been happening so far so good. I think apart from that attack by Mohamed Salah, that Mohamed Salah could not get from that very good through pass to score a goal, it has been Mamouche and Trezeguet that have been trying as much as possible to ask different questions of the defense from South Africa.
14 minutes going to 15, still goalless. Right there in Agadir, South Africa 0, Egypt 0. A faulty pass right there, and of course Mohamed Hamdi, lovely ball, looking for Salah, controls beautifully. The Egyptian captain has, of course, Audrey Modiba for company, manages to find Zizou. Zizou still in possession. Zizou goes to the ground under the challenge. The referee says it was well within the laws of the game as he allows it to continue. And now it's going to be South Africa forcing a back pass, this time to Teboho Mokoena. Mokoena goes back. The clearance will fall to an Egyptian man in Yasser Ibrahim. Ibrahim now to Mahmoud Trezeguet. Trezeguet is forced to go back to Hamdi Fati, gets it back, Trezeguet. And the Egyptians just taking their time, like Cosmos said. 8 attacks they've initiated, as opposed to South Africa's 6. So already 14 attacks witnessed in the game inside the first 15 minutes of action. Lovely ball from the Egyptian. Looking for Omar Mamouche, South Africans handle. And they send the ball the other way, trying to turn defense into attack. And this time it's Mbacha. Lovely twist and turn. The South Africans have it now. A lovely ball over the top, looking for the run of Lyle Foster, but it gets to Mohamed El Shenawi first, and he will gather easily.
I mean, I like how Egypt are defending, the way that offside trap have been ensuring that Foster does not get a breathing space. I like how they have been defending. And the way they have been playing as well, they have been very resolute. They have been very compact, attack-minded, but at the same time, trying as much as possible to keep it pragmatic at the back. I think what they want to do is that, you know what, these guys defeated us, yes, on home front in 2019. Let's ensure that we defeat them. I like the way they're playing, but also South Africa are trying as much as possible to ensure that they defend better as well, although they are being forced to make some fouls.
Well, Ngezana bringing out Omar Mamouche there to give the Egyptians a free kick. Just so the right-hand side of the South African half, the left-hand side of the stadium in Agadir. A no card from referee Pacific. Correct to pronounce his second name, I'll bite my tongue, I tell you. Nda Bihawemanimana. That's quite a long name. Look at that, the replay again. And Gonzalo just bringing down Omar Mamouche, and the Man City man winning a free kick for his side. So Egypt now will have a chance with this free kick. Zizou stands over it on one side, Mo Salah on the other side. Looking to make this one count, the Pharaohs of Egypt. And for Mo Salah, he'll be looking to win a first African crown, coming close in 2017 and of course 2021. That penalty shootout against Senegal in the final, where the Egyptians fell short, and it was Sadio Mane and Senegal who actually picked up the gold medal of that tournament. Even as Yassar, the number 6 man, is having problems with South Africa's number 13, Trefelu Sithole. But Egypt get this one in the box, and no connection there.
No connection at all. No connection at all. I mean, I felt the defense of South Africa made sense right there. I mean, you could see the way the block through, but you had 3 Egyptians there. They were free. Trezeguet was part of them. Also, you had Mamouche there. You had Attire there. And 3 of them should have, done something about it. Now, if South Africa feels that this is the best idea to keep an offside trap, then they should ask for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, the Dream Team then, Atlanta 96 against Argentina, and how things panned out in that one.
Well, yellow card to Teboho Mokoena for foul. Even though the Egyptians are saying it should be a red card, because the Egyptians had so much space, and it was A very, very good chance for Omar Mamouche there, but Teboho Mokoena bringing him down. And Egypt have a chance with a very good free kick just at the arc of the South African 18-yard box as we look at it again. And the more you look at it, the more you just feel that it should be a red card, but the referee, Pacific, is saying the yellow is enough.
Well, I think it's very arguable. I think it's very arguable. I was not the only one on goal.
Yeah.
I mean, there were other players around there as well. But Mokoena needs to be very careful.
Yeah, he took one for the team.
I understand. He needs to be very careful. Mokoena is... I mean, I said it during the last AFCON right there that Mokoena is probably the most important South African player. Whenever Mokoena does not play, South Africa do not have their balance at all. So Mokoena getting the yellow cards, all of the accumulation of the yellow cards could certainly affect the team. And, getting these yellow cards now, if he gets another one going into the round of 16, is really, really going to affect the team. How will I put it? If he does not play, the team do not have a balance. And that's just it. And that's one of the reasons.
It's like the anchor man.
Exactly. That's one of the reasons that South Africa were docked 3 points during the World Cup qualifiers because of Mokoena as well.
Yeah.
You understand? He needs to be very careful. He's a very important player of South Africa. And as far as I'm concerned, that free kick, taking it for the team, was really unnecessary because there's another South African player who could have blocked.
Oh, my gut feeling tells me Omar Mamouche will open the scoring here, but again, Ronald Williams, the South African goalkeeper, has every reason to prove me wrong, but this is Omar Mamouche territory. Standing alongside Mohamed Salah. But I just have this feeling it's going to be a goal! Oh, almost.
Wow.
Just tracks it wide over Mamouche, and the reaction says it all. That should have been 1-0.
I mean, that should have been it. Very lovely. He curved it well. It was going for the, top left corner. Yeah, not exactly to the top. It was coming down, and it was not far from goal at all. Very good attempt from Mamouche, but then it's off the goal.
Off the goal, off target, goal kick to South Africa, taking short. As we approach the 22nd minute, please, whenever you're sending your messages, kindly ensure that you also put your location so that we get to know where you're sending in your messages from. For instance, Frank from Oshodi or Shomolu or Bariga, Surulere, wherever you reside. Whether you're sending it also from outside the country, London, Canada, the United States, because I definitely know that a lot of people listen to us via the app, which of course you can do even when you're outside the country. Hosam Hassan, a legend of the Egyptian game, now the coach of the Pharaohs, looking to lead them to an 8th continental crown. Here they come once again, 22 minutes of action played. A lovely ball there to find Mahmoud Trezeguet. Trezeguet gets the better of Ndula. But Ndula still recovers, and it's on him to win the ball, but he doesn't, as the Egyptians still have possession. And it's going to be Marwan Atia. Sends it all the way back to that man, Hamdi Fati. Fati will fit it to Atia again. And this time they come forward. It's a lovely pass to Omar Mamouche. Well, great and very good defending as well from Mbekezili Mbokazi. And it's a corner kick to the Egyptians.
Mbokazi defended well there, understood the danger that Mamouche had, and of course was able to block that one and concede a corner. I think it's a better one, a corner, to be considered than, of course, to concede a goal. A very good block there.
Yeah, better it is to consider corner than to consider goal.
Yeah, a very good one there. As far as I'm concerned, that looks simple, but it was a very good block.
Very good block, leading to the corner. 24 minutes of action, still goalless, I have to mention, between Egypt and South Africa. Egyptians now will try to make good use of this corner kick. A cluster of red and yellow shirts in the box. Sent it by Trezeguet, headed away. Almost a goal there from the Egyptian number 12. I'm talking about Mohamed Hamdini. Man playing at left back. Got his head to it, but just couldn't steer it on target. And another goal kick to the Bafana.
So far, there's no shot on target. There's no shot on target.
That has to be mentioned too.
Exactly. There's no shot on target, but of course, we have Egypt asking the questions, asking the question, trying as much as possible to weary out the Bafana defense. So let's just see how it goes. It is a very, very interesting one if you're here. You see that dominance that South Africa had against Angola? They're not having it right here.
They're not having it at all. Both sides have it. Won their opening games, 2-1. Looking to solidify the progression to the knockout rounds with a win here, either side. As I go to WhatsApp right now, this one says, good afternoon, Nigeria Info, still on with us. Keep it up, guys. I wish Egypt all the best. Over Diesel, I see you. Obizenas Itela Andumaya in Ikorodu. Thank you very much, Obizenas. Keep the messages coming in. I'll be more than happy to read them while also treating your ears to the imagination of sight. 25 minutes gone. 10 dwells, 1 for Egypt, 5 for South Africa. Here comes South Africa again. A ball, a lock-in intensity from Lyle Foster, but enough power on it to actually send it out for a throw-in. Rabial with the final touch to send it over the line. As we see Hugo Bruce watching on. The South African man, he has really changed South African football, to be honest. He's brought in some injection of bite and determination along with still to the South Africans. Once upon a time, a lot of people would not reckon with South African football, but right now it's on the rise, especially with the league going down also. Looking at South African clubs like Mamelodi Sundowns making it to the latter stages of the CAF competition. Ndole now. A lovely pass from him to find his man in Sitole. Now it's Mokoena again, the back pass. And the South Africans have it through Ngenzema. Ngenzema now will feed it to Mbokazi. Just close to the halfway line. The Egyptians are all back on Mbokazi. Lovely ball. Looking for the South Africans, but they give away possession now. Mo Salah has it, but cannot keep it with him, the Liverpool man, and now it's going to be Mbokazi looking for that pass to Moremi on the left. A lovely ball over the top. Mo Salah will chase, but Rowan Williams will get to the ball first.
I mean, despite the attacks from the Pharaohs of Egypt, arguably the best goalkeeper in Africa has not exactly been tested.
Rowan Williams.
Of course, we have another very experienced goalkeeper, the Pharaohs Shanawi. Not exactly been tested. But, so that shows you how this game has been thus far. It's been a very, very interesting one. South Africa are trying as much as possible to come out, but they're still maligned by, as far as I'm concerned, the unnecessary turnovers, some of the mixed passes, and not getting the better of the dwells. Of course, you can talk about the dwells. You see that many of the dwells from Egypt has mostly been from the effects of the turnovers from South Africa.
Turnovers for South Africa, another one to send it out for throwing to the Egyptians as the number 5 man, Talente Mbata, was the culprit on that occasion, and so it's the number 3 man for Egypt to take the throw, Mohamed Hani. 28 minutes, almost half an hour of football. Again, I get there. It's still a goalless situation. Another throw this time to South Africa. Mo Salah. Lovely throw this time to Teboho Mokoena. Lovely ball over the top. Foster now will battle. Foster still tries to get the better of his man, and he does get the better of his man, but his effort lacking power. He lacked the energy, and it wasn't easy save for Mohamed El Shinawi, but Foster there with the intention. And now come Egypt the other way. Trezeguet.
I mean, that shows you how dangerous Lyle Foster is.
Yeah.
I mean, you give it. This is the first chance he's having. It can be there, but you give him a chance, he's going to get it. And Egypt had better be careful. Now, this is the first shot on target of the game. South Africa are now coming back, and of course, because of that, they've gotten a free kick, resulting from the fact that they have now come back to life.
Shepang Moremi winning the free kick right there as he was being held by the number 3 man, Mohamed Hani. Of course, Moremi, really the body language. Well, the referee had to come to his rescue, Pacific, and it's going to be a yellow card to Mohamed Hani, the number 3 man for Egypt, for a foul on Moremi. And it's also going to be a chance for Egypt to defend. 30 minutes of action gone in Agadir. It is Egypt 0, South Africa 0. Keep the messages coming in on WhatsApp. I'll give you the number again, 080-959-75805. South Africa having a chance with a free kick. And Batha is there, so is Forster. A short one, taking Tabo Mokoena will drill it to the right-hand side. And now the cross will come in from Sithole. And the goalkeeper gathers quite well, Shanawi. Here come Egypt now, looking to turn defense quickly to attack. As the number 25 man, Zizou, was over enthusiastic there with the run.
I do not think that is a sensible run to make, especially in your own half of the game. Of the pitch.
Yeah.
You could have crossed the ball, go back, pass back, try as much as possible to take another angle, not try to outrun an attacker. I do not think it made any sense, and of course, because of it, South Africa have a chance.
Here they come now through the number 8 man, Moremi, able to win the throw, and he applauds the intention, Shepang Moremi. I think it's going to be a throw into Egypt, just straight offside a little there, but was able to control that ball quite well, even as we see Hassan Hassan being quite dramatic on the sidelines, and why not? It's a free kick to Egypt, as Moremi was a tad offside, so the number 6 man will drill it to the other half. Yasser Ibrahim. South Africa now send it the other way. Lyle Foster controls, but he also was offside, so free kick again to Egypt. The Egyptian fans are cheering the team on, so too are the South African fans, as we get to the 32nd minute of action in this Group B fixture. Oh, lovely pass, and this time it's going to be Omar Mamouche, goes to the ground. South Africa gets possession of the ball now, and it's all the way back to Rowan Williams from Modiba. Williams, of course, is the captain of South Africa. We saw how effective he was, I think, in the penalty shootout against Comoros, or was it Cape Verde, just before they faced the Super Eagles at the last edition, the semi-final, the quarter-final.
And he did again in the third place.
Yeah.
He did again in the third place.
Saved quite a number of penalties.
Exactly. So it's fantastic. That's why he's said to be the best goalkeeper in Africa. Went on the world stage on the FIFA Club World Cup, and with the anyway,
very good clearance there.
Very good clearance, but that wasn't a nice pass, though. As I said, went as well to the FIFA Club World Cup, and with Mamelodi Sundown, also did very well at the international stage as well. Somebody told me that he should not be keeping in Africa, but then when your country's league is actually very good, when what you will earn is commensurate to what you will earn in Europe, come on, go for it.
Go for it. But again, I'm sure in the future he want to explore the challenges or adventures
of Europe,
in the European see on the European scene.
I hope so too.
Lovely pass now. This time it's going to be Trezeguet. Gets the ball. Closely monitored by Mokoena. Will fit it to that man. Talking about Hamdi. Hamdi now to Trezeguet again. A lovely cross blocked by the number 20 man, Kuliso Mudau. And it's going to be a corner kick right there to the Pharaohs of Egypt. 7-time champions.
I could be corrected, but I think I could be corrected though.
Yeah.
But so far in the African Cup of Nations 2025 in Morocco, Nigeria, the Super Eagles, are the only ones that have scored from a corner kick. I do stand to be corrected. I know you're thinking about it.
I'll have to think about that.
I know you're thinking about it. I'm talking about the goal that they got against Tanzania.
Yeah,
the
talking
goal.
about was from a short corner, and then Iwobi swung that ball in. And
exactly.
Semi Ajayi was the man who scored that goal.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to think about that though. Ngenza in the box, trying to help. South Africa deal with that one quite well, but they sent it out for a throw in. He was actually Foster helping out defensively there. The striker, South Africa's number 9. Egypt have been asking all the questions, or majority of the questions. Here they come again. Lovely pass and a cross inside the box, dealt with again by South Africa. And this time it is the big man at the back, the number 21 man, Siabonga Ngenzana, who sends it out. Egypt now with a throw. A lovely pass this time to Yasser Ibrahim, who's on a yellow card. Now Mo Salah. Salah to Hani. Hani back to Salah. And now, of course, Ibrahim. Ibrahim will fit it to that man, Atia. The number 19, Marwan Atia. And now it's with the number 6 man, Ibrahim. Atia now will have it. He'll send it to Mohamed Hamdi. South Africa having more of the possession, ironically.
Yeah. I mean, I'm seeing
56.4 to 43.6 to Egypt.
I think it's the number of passes. Number of passes. Yeah. Despite the fact that Egypt have been more attack proficient. Yeah, South Africa has more of the possession, probably because of the passes.
That's here again. In possession. Feeds it to Mo Salah. Salah now will send it to Yasser Ibrahim. 37 minutes of match action. Still no goals to talk about. Hani, lovely skill to find Zizou. And now we'll send it to the left to Mohamed Hamdi. Oh, lovely pass to Trezeguet. I guess who's there? It's actually the defender, Mbokazi, to Rowan Williams, cleared. And Egypt will pick up the loose ball now. The number 5 man in possession. I'm talking about Rami Rabia. Lovely ball to Zizou. Zizou now will fit it to Mo Salah. Back to Zizou. Now, Mari Atia. Send it to Hamdi. Trezeguet. Back to Hamdi. 37 minutes gone. Still a goalless situation is Yasser Ibrahim, the number 6 man, has the ball. Will fit it to Zizou now. Zizou on the center circle. Really, South Africa just trying to be very much more defensive. Have all their players back. Ibrahim to Hani. Hani tried to get the better there of the left back, Aubrey Modiba, but Modiba, number 6 man, sends it out for throw-in.
I mean, if you look at the way the game is going, South Africa have come to realize that the attacking threat of Egypt is from the byline. And you can see that they are defending resolutely.
Here come the Egyptians. Sorry to cut you short, Cosmos. Mo Salah goes down inside the box, but referee Pacific will have none of that. It was an attack they initiated, the Egyptians, quite threatening. And now South Africa will go the other way. And it is Foster waiting for reinforcements. Tries to send it to that man, Sithole, but the Egyptians deal with that. And referee Pacific will now actually visit that again. Oh, now we see why. It was Kuliso Modal, the number 20 man, just leaving his hands in the eye of Mo Salah. That's why he went to the ground there. The Egyptian captain still feeling the pain.
Nothing will be given there. I mean, it was a reflex action. It wasn't so strong, so nothing will be given there. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, although the referee is still speaking to whoever,
VAR, to see what can be done, as Mo Salah is still rubbing that eye.
Is that the maliciousness of it? I do not think. Anyway, let's see how it goes. Of course, it happened inside the box 18.
Yeah, he did.
Let's just see how it goes. The referee is still speaking. The Burundian referee is still speaking.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay, from this angle, the VAR has to check.
Penalty check to see whether or not Kuliso Modal did something sinister. And the referee is still having words with VAR, talking about referee Pacific. Maybe now I can call the full name. Ndabi Hawa Menimana. Ndabi Hawenimana. Yeah. Ndabi Hawenimana. Pacific Ndabi Hawenimana. So, still checking. The referee will have to go to the pitch side monitor to decide whether that hand that was set loose by Kuliso Modal into the eye of Mo Salah is worthy enough to be given as a penalty.
I think he raised his hand too high. Raised his hand too high. Of course, as a defender, footballers will tell you that yes, your hands are part of your tools too. But he raised his eye too high. I'm not sure he maliciously did that. I just feel that it just happened. The referee's checking it right now, and of course, I think
he is. So the pitch side monitor is where the referee will go. And he is actually looking at that passage of play to determine whether or not a penalty will be given. And I think I stand to be corrected. The penalties that have come so far this tournament have both been saved or not been scored. Morocco's penalty first against Comoros.
Yeah.
I think Mali had a penalty too that was saved in the second game.
Yeah, Mali had a penalty that was saved as well.
So maybe if this one is given as a penalty, it will also not be scored. But who knows? Referee Pacific has made his decision. And Mbada Weminana. No, I didn't get that right. Ndabi Haweminama. Yes. Penalty! It's the call from referee Pacific Ndabi Haweminama. And Modal is the victim here. Yellow card to Foster. He's complaining, asking how is that a penalty. Well, the referee has given him a yellow card. And also a yellow card to Modal for throwing his hand right there. And of course, straight into the eye of Mo Salah.
Exactly. I mean, if you look at it again from the back angle.
Yeah.
Yes.
The more you look at it at the replay, the more
exactly.
I mean, everything seems worse when you look at it in replay, to be honest.
I'm not sure Modal was malicious about it. It was not intentional.
It was the way he raised his hand.
It was the way he raised his hand.
You don't raise your hand like that.
Exactly. And Leo Foster
has been yellow carded.
Needs to be careful. And you know, Leo Foster was not at the last African Cup of Nations.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Because of his mental issue. And I think at this point he feels slighted. I mean, a decision was made. It was a committee of experts that made a decision, whether you like it or not.
Why do I have a feeling that Ronald Williams is going to stop this penalty?
Let's say
he's so good at stopping penalties. He
has stopped a lot of penalties. Yes. If he did that, then we will say that the first round of the African Cup of Nations 2025 has seen penalties being stopped. Mohamed Salah is supposed to take this one.
I'm sure it's the man that will take it.
I'm sure he should take this one, but we know that Rowan Williams has been known to save penalties from even the best penalty takers. Yes, globally.
So Mo Salah up against Rowan Williams as we approach the end of the first half. It's 44 minutes already. And is this going to be the breakthrough? Or will he be denied by goalkeeper Rowan Williams? Captain versus captain. Mo Salah versus Williams. It's a penalty. Who will get the better of who? Will Mo Salah get the better of Rowan Williams? Or will Williams get the better of Mo Salah? The referee blows his whistle. It's Mo Salah! He scores! It's so easy for him. The Egyptian captain alters the scoreline from the spot. He was cool, he was precise, down the middle, and it's Egypt who alter the scoreline. They lead South Africa by 1-0.
I mean, that penalty was a penalty played by an expert penalty taker. Tried as much, confused the goalkeeper. You would have thought it would have gone to the top left, down left corner, but then it was down the middle. Seems as if it's like a Panenka. Of course, you need to see the way he's looking, and very, very focused, and then didn't really put so much into it. Not exactly a Panenka, but seemed like it.
Yeah, I think it'll still go down to Panenka.
Yeah.
Or not, maybe
not
a Panenka light.
It's not
a light
Panenka light, exactly.
Yeah.
And of course, Osama San, who scored a lot of penalties.
That's how you take a penalty.
With the Egyptian national team, Zamalek Al Alifez, Zamalek, and all of the teams he played for. Talked about the father. Yes, an intelligent person played the penalty. 1-0. Egypt 1, South Africa 0.
There you have it. Egypt 1, South Africa 0. Away into the final minute of the 2 minutes given as added time. Right there in Agadir. Okohena is on the turf, clutching his right ankle. Mohamed Hani is the man suspected to inflict such pain on him. And now the South Africans are hoping that he gets a card.
And if he gets a card, it's a red card because he has gotten the card before.
Well, we'll have to see that on the replay.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yes.
Red card. That is the call from referee Pacific.
Second yellow card.
There was a straight red. He didn't have a yellow card before now.
He didn't?
It was Yasser Ibrahim who got a yellow card.
Yeah, exactly.
And now Mohamed Hani has been sent off for a very, very crunch tackle on Teboho Mokoena. One that looked so injurious to him. And that's why he's on the turf right now. And both sets of players are not having it.
Now, this is malicious. Really malicious. He didn't need to go for that tackle at all. He didn't need to go for the tackle at all. And of course, you can see the rivalry between South Africa and Egypt.
Even officials are getting involved as well.
Exactly. Especially the Egyptians. You could see Hugo Bruce telling his Hugo Bruce as well.
Yeah.
Trying us to be very animatic there. It's really, really bad. Really bad. Just really bad.
Well, how do you get a goal as a side and then a minute later you get a man sent off? Welcome to Africa, ladies and gentlemen. Even as Osama San is talking to the referee saying that shouldn't be a red card. But let's look at it again.
Come on, it is a come on. A match on
I had no intention of getting the ball there.
A match on the foot. No intention
I had no intention of getting the ball. That was malicious. Everything just seems worse when, of course, you look at it in slow motion.
I told you. 2 yellow cards.
He didn't get a yellow card before now.
I felt he got a yellow card before. Okay, I don't know. Let's just see. Wow.
It was a straight red. Look, that's malicious. That doesn't warrant a yellow. It's a straight red, and so the referee just upgraded it.
Now this has given South Africa an advantage that I hope they are able to take. I hope they are able to take it. It is a huge advantage as the first half winds down.
Well, of course, any moment from now, referee Pacific will bringing into first 45 minutes that are cynical and a red card in so dramatic scenes right here in Agadir, Morocco. And yes, he does. Blows the whistle to signal the end of a very interesting first 45 minutes of football. But all thanks to Egyptians captain Mo Salah breaking the deadlock in the 45th minute. But 2 minutes after that, Pacific and Dabiha Weminama giving a red card to Mohamed Hani of Egypt for a malicious foul on Teboho Mokowena. Second 45 minutes to come. But at the break, it's the Pharaohs who lead the Bafana. And rightly so, by virtue of that penalty from Mo Salah. It is Egypt 1, South Africa 0.
Rising higher, let's go answer the mother. It's time to come together, let's get to know each other. Hearts are beating stronger, Africa unites us stronger than ever.
Yes, Africa Cup of Nations 2025 still waxing strong, and what a first 45 minutes full of action. And of course, a goal did eventually came. It did eventually come, beg your pardon. It came in the 45th minute, just when we thought the first half will end goalless. A foul by that man in jersey number 20. A foul on Mo Salah. Mo Salah converting quite well, but of course the Egyptians were also going to be reduced to 10 men, and a red card to Mohamed Hani for a foul on Teboho Mokowena. 99.3 Nigeria Info Overdose right here with Cosmos Chukwemeka, and I'm going to get his first half thoughts on, of course, the game. And I just want to find out from him. Okay, so I think that yellow card was to Hani. And not the number 6 man. Yes, not Ibrahim. It was Hani with a yellow card. And then you got the second yellow card and a red card. So, yes.
I mean, I saw it. I saw it. And that is what I think.
My bad. But what did you make of the first half, to be honest?
I mean, it was a game that I expected to come to this. I mean, trust me, an eventful field first half
it was.
Between the both sides. I mean, those both sides have history amongst them. I mean, the both sides. From the first time they played a friendly game in 1995, and then in the third game of the African Cup of Nations in 1996, the one that the Super Eagles did not attend, as defending champions, Egypt defeated them by 1-0. The game, the goal coming in very late into the game, and of course Egypt didn't get to the finals. It had to be South Africa getting into the finals against Tunisia and winning it in presence of the legendary and iconic Nelson Mandela. Now they have played against each other as well. I mean, it's of course another one that really makes it so interesting was in the 2019 African Cup of Nations. Before them, they played in the finals of the 1998 African Cup of Nations in Burkina Faso. Egypt winning, I think, 2-0. Houssem Hassan, the coach at the moment for Egypt, scoring 2 goals in that one. So of course, this one is a very, very important one. Egypt know that they need to win this one. They need to ensure that they do well in their quest to get an 8th title. South Africa knows that they are back in the African Cup of Nations. We came third the last by Mohamed Salah was played that Panenka-like, not exactly Panenka was played, and you think, okay, it's going to end without any sort of event. Yes, you saw the rivalry come into play. That was a very, very bad stamp by Hane, but then trying as much as possible to look at the stats of the game. 1 shot on target at peace. Of course, despite Egypt has asking all of the questions, they only had 2 shots, and of course one of the shots was off target. Possession-wise, it has been South Africa because of their number of passes. Corner kicks just for Egypt,
kicks.
yes, and of course, corner kicks just for Egypt, and of course, you can see the foul 5-6. Yes, as Egypt has 5, South Africa has 6.
Right.
Egypt have had 11 throw-ins, while South Africa only had 7. And of course, you know that Egypt has a yellow card and of course a red card, while South Africa has 3 yellow cards. So, promises to be a very, very interesting one. In the second half, it's going to be very interesting because South Africa will now need to take advantage. Osama is an attack-minded coach, and that is why he's the first coach, I think the first Egyptian coach since 1990 to qualify for the World Cup. The 2018 World Cup that they qualified for was by somebody that is not an Egyptian. So he's an attack-minded coach. So now let's see how he's going to ensure that they keep it compact to at least keep the 1-0 victory. They are fast as well, as the South Africans are fast.
All right.
Let's see whether they can be able to catch them in the counter.
All right, then, second 45 minutes to come. But first, let me hear from you what you make of the first half. 0201-277-0993 for the men, for the ladies, so please, the men, don't call the ladies line, all right? That's why you have your own separate line. For the men, it's 0201-277-0993. For the women, it's 0201-465-7190. I'll take it again. For the men, the line is 0201-277-0993. For the ladies, it's 0201-465-7190. Straight to the ladies line. Who's there? Hello.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening to you, my lady. What's your name?
My name is Abija. Good evening to your colleague there.
Yeah, Cosmos.
Yeah, good evening.
I love the way he analyzes the game.
You love the way.
I love it very well. His voice, everything.
You love his voice, so you don't love my own voice.
Wow. I've been seeing you every day now. You're my customer now. I will win now. I'm not doing his voice for the first time. Really.
Yeah. For the first time, he's been here quite a couple of times, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm also on radio too.
Yeah, and he's also a radio presenter, so you like his voice.
I love your voice.
I hope it's only the voice you love, because his wife is listening to you. I hope it's only the voice you love, his wife is listening to you. I'll just tell you. Okay.
This game,
yes.
South Africa will win Egypt.
By how many goals?
2-1.
2-1. Okay.
How can you score, go finish, you go tackle somebody like that? It's not good now.
It's not.
But I know, please, the name of that South Africa defender, I love the way you call the name. And the name is very, very long.
It's the referee, actually.
It's the referee, actually.
No. The defender of South Africa.
Mudao.
Which one is that? Who?
The way you call is a big man in the back. I don't know why in the big man in the back.
Oh, okay. Ngezama or Mbokazi? Mbokazi. Yeah.
In this game, I support South Africa to win it. Yes.
Mbekezile Mbokazi. All right,
yes,
then. All right, then. You love everything. Thank you very much. You love South Africa. You love Cosmos. Hello, who's there? Turn down the volume of your radio set when you call. Thank you very, very much. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Another call this time, the men's line. Hello, who's there?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon to you. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Emmanuel from Aja.
Emmanuel from Aja. Emmanuel, how you doing today?
I'm okay.
All right, then. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, then.
There's no advantage at South Africa because of red card. Egypt beat them 2-0. Thank you very much.
So you think South Africa will have the advantage in the second half?
Pardon?
I said you think South Africa will have the advantage in the second half because of Egypt's red card?
Not at all. They won't have any advantage at all.
Okay. All right.
They'll go with nothing.
They'll go home with nothing. All right, thank you very much, Emmanuel. Let me go to WhatsApp right now. Quite a number of messages. Good evening over Dizzle and Cosmos in the studio. Nice commentary from you guys. I think South Africa will come back and draw this game. A nice intensity from both teams. Chibuna Innocent from Ago Palaswe. Thank you very much, Chibuna. Hello, who's there?
Over there.
Hi, how are you?
Now, Robert, they talk, man.
Roberts. Where are you calling from?
Now, Papa, day.
Oh, yeah, now. Oh, not so.
I want Salah, better Salah. Now, Christmas is with the list or not be Salah with the goal. But I'm happy as he score. You understand me?
Yeah.
This South Africa, they laugh us with the Burkina Faso. Nigeria no qualified for World Cup.
Who they shout for background?
No mind me. Now Giants full my house. All my children are boys.
Oh, all right. That's good.
Now they was. I want a route for Nigeria Army very soon.
No problem. All the best, my man. All right then. Yeah.
I would love it if South Africa crash out from this group stage. I go buy Fanta for all of you now.
Why do you want South Africa to crash out? Tell me.
Then they laugh or say we no go.
Oh, okay.
So make them move to the say they no sabi this thing and look they just get. Does that mean so?
All right.
All the best over this one.
All the best to you too, Robert. Thank you so much for calling. Let's go to another call. Hello, who's there? Good afternoon. It's actually good evening now. It's 5:00.
Yeah, over Dizu. I not even greeted you yet.
My brother. Good evening to
Cosmos,
you.
Good evening together. This is Peter Bonds from Shangote.
Peter Bonds, welcome.
Quickly.
Cosmos, say hi to you. Let Cosmos say hi to you now.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
I'm trying to save the time, that's why.
Oh,
good evening back to you.
Good evening.
Yeah, Cosmos gave us the statistics of South Africa and Egypt. Why it was before then I had ruminated on it. I have a feel because South Africa knows how to deal with Egypt, especially if you watch the 2019 Nations Cup. They beat Egypt before they came to meet us at the quarterfinals. They had to win by 2 goals, course of Cruz Ekong.
2-1.
Yeah, 2-1. Yeah. I know they scored at the dying minute before the game ended by Ekong.
No, was it? No, it was Chukwueze actually.
So Chukwueze scored the first goal. They equalized, and Ekong scored
it. It was Ekong who checked it back again.
Yeah.
I think it was a header or so. He touched him on the butt. And let's not go into that. But however, I feel that South Africa has an edge. I use the word an edge over Egypt in this Nations Cup. Let's see what will go. I see it ending 2-1 in favor of South Africa.
All right.
With a man in favor for them. Good evening.
All right, then. A wonderful evening to you, Peter Bonds. And thank you for your contribution. I'll go on a very short break right now. And when I return, we'll get set for the second half. All right, so 99.3 Nigeria Info Overdose alongside Cosmos Chukwuemeka. And we are making sure that you get all the action right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
4 nations, 5 groups, 9 stadiums, 6 cities, but now 1 trophy everybody they chase. Yes, so this now the 35th edition of AFCON 2025. Africa's biggest football rivalry don't land. From December 21st, 2025, go reach January 18, 2026. Now fire for fire, pride for pride, nations versus nations. As it is hot, Football Republic logos slack. We go full grand gidigba with live pigeon commentary, sharp match updates, correct football analysis. We go choke. All on top your number 1 Chukma station, 95.1 Wazobia FM. All the Obonge country for Africa like Algeria, Benin, Botswana, South Africa, Cameroon, Nigeria, and plenty others. Go they do the bass goes on top pitch. Make you no miss am. AFCON 2025 no be joke. If na football you love, if na Africa you represent, Football Republic na your sure plug. No miss am.
The quest for the biggest football prize has been activated with AFCON 2025. And Nigeria Info is bringing you all the drama as the continent's biggest players converge on Morocco for a spectacle of momentous proportion from the 21st of December 2025 to the 18th of January 2026.
One game by Buffal, another header is in there! And that's the opening goal this time!
It's 24 nations, 6 groups, 52 games, all leading to one outcome. The right to be called African champions.
Moses Simon, the cross comes in and it's an own goal! And Nigeria have broken the deadlock!
Cause this is Africa.
From the flair of Nigeria's Super Eagles to the drive of the Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire, strength of Cameroon's indomitable Lions, and the ambitions of Morocco's Atlas Lions, it will be beautiful football all the way.
Welcome, Habib Diallo! Very first goal of the African Cup of Nations.
Catch the live commentary, in-depth analysis, and incredible coverage of the action with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
William Trusecon with the finish. The Super Eagles are rising to the occasion.
It's live football, just the way you like it. For sponsorship and partnerships, please call 0901 108 0245.
Let's get to know each other. Hearts are beating stronger. Africa unites us stronger than ever.
أفريقيا تنادي الأصوات تعالوا هي نلبنا الأمل ننصر رابطة الدم حان وقت التلاقي هيا نتعرف على بعضنا البعض القلوب تنبض بالقوة والفرحة تعم بالفوضى.
Hi everyone, Martin Tyler here, English Premier League commentator, UEFA Champions League commentator, and assistant manager of Woking Football Club. You're listening to Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info FM.
Yes, 99.3 Nigeria Info FM. Welcome back. Second half action on the way right here in Agadir, where of course it is Egypt 1, South Africa 0, and South Africa have just won a corner kick. Of course, the number 7 man, Oswin Apollos, making sure that he wins the corner kick, the first corner kick of the match. And it has come the first minute of the second half. I still have Cosmos Chukwemeka with me, my color commentator for the day. And he surely will be telling me just what he expects in this second 45 minutes. Cosmos, second 45 on the way. Your expectations?
Yes, and of course, I think it's happening right now. South Africa and now having the onslaught. Of course, the fact that they have a man advantage. Yes, so of course the onslaught is on against the Egyptian defense. So now let's see how Egypt will be able to ensure that they stop the onslaught of South Africa. It is happening already. And if South Africa can be able to maintain this, maybe they'll be able to get a goal. But let's just see how it goes. I'm sure our coach Hussein Hassan has been able to come up with strategies to ensure that they keep things with the goal advantage that they have. Hugo Bruce knows that they need to win this one. Maybe it's not as important or as the last game, but they know that to qualify for the round of 16, they need to win this one, and they now have the advantage when it comes to more bodies, so score more goals. But of course, as you're looking at it, South Africa are having some level of turnovers, and I hope that it does not affect them, but they have an advantage at the moment.
South Africa with a chance. Tabo Mokoena not just being able to connect as the Egyptians were closing in, but South Africa are really looking to make the extra man count. Don't forget, Mohamed Hani has been sent off just before the end of the first half. And it is the Egyptians who will now want to be able to make sure that they stop the South Africans. But it will be quite difficult if you ask me.
Well, Egypt are defender with 5 men at the moment. At the moment, it looks as if they can play, but I think it's just Trezeguet that is out there. Mamouche is defending. Mohamed Salah is defending as well.
Yeah.
And let's just see whether they can be able to hold on to this for the full 45 minutes. And of course, it's getting to the 15-minute mark. And let's just see how it goes. South Africa has switched. They are now playing a 4-3-3 formation. And hopefully this would as well help them to be able to see whether they can unlock that Egyptian defense.
Yes, they have another corner kick. And just to let you in on the fact that Imam Shaw has come on for Omar Mamouche at the start of the second half. So you could say he's a midfield player. Imam Shaw plays for Al Ahly in Egypt. And now South Africa send one in. Ronald Williams, Mohamed El Shenawi, I should say, coming out to punch that one. And Egypt now try to go on the attack, but Teboho Mokoena making sure that he keeps possession for the South Africans. That's now Apollos. Here's the man who has this one. Sends it in. Another block. Another corner kick for South Africa. So look at El Shenawi coming off his line there to punch that previous corner. This one is taken short. Apollos again sends it in, and punch will come from Mohamed El Shenawi. The ball bouncing inside the Egyptian box. And this time Rami Rabia will head it away for throwing to South Africa. Well, Egypt already on the record. Sorry, Cosmos.
All right, it's also important to mention as well that South Africa has also made a substitution. Sifo Mboli coming in for Talante Mbatha.
Okay. So Talante Mbatha coming for Sifo Mbole. So the number 5 man was actually Talante Mbatha going off and Sifo Mbole coming on. Yes, I was correct. I thought it was the other way around. Am I trying to play tricks on me? But not yet. So another corner kick now. Apollos, the number 7 man, Oswin Apollos. It was a dangerous ball coming in former passer of play. Yeah, the South Africans again. Corner kick from the other side. 51 minutes of match action. It's still Egypt 1, South Africa 0. And this time, Shepang Moremi sends it in, and Mohamed El Shenawi will pluck that one from the air and clutch it like a baby.
Experience,
yeah.
They say is the best teacher. His experience is showing right here.
It is.
I mean, El Shenawi has been part of the team since the Tunisia 2004 African Cup of Nations.
Wow.
Of course, he was the second goalkeeper at the time.
Yeah, he was.
Won the African Cup of Nations, as a second choice goalkeeper until the legendary goalkeeper, I've forgotten his name, retired and of course came in. He actually played in the finals of the African Cup of Nations in Gabon 2017. Of course, they were defeated by Cameroon by 2-1. Hugo Bruce was the coach at the time.
Yes, indeed. Hugo Bruce, of course. You're talking about SM El Hadri.
Yes, SM El Hadri.
Yeah, talking about the large, widely regarded African greatest ever goalkeeper.
Legendary.
Yes. SM El Hadri. Before, of course, El Shenawi took over.
No goalkeeper has won 3 African Cup of Nations on the bounce. A hat-trick on the bounce. And he did.
Well, of course, he holds the World Cup record of the oldest goalkeeper in history to feature the World Cup game.
In 2018.
Yes,
Russia.
Egypt's match with Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
They marked that occasion by saving a penalty at the age of 45 years and 161 days. SM El Hadri. Right now, the Egyptians are defending quite well. And now it's Arega. A lovely pass this time. Will fit it to the number 13 man, Sefo Sithole. South Africans have quite an interesting name. They have quite interesting names, I should say. Not just one South African. Sithole, Mbatha, Apollos, Mudau, Ngenzama, Mbokazi, Modiba. Typical South African names. Here they come again. This time it's Madao. Lovely pass this time to Sithole. And now it's a very inviting ball, but Shanawi will claim that one as well quite easily. South Africa making the pressure count. They're making the extra man count as Mo Salah gets to the end of a very lovely ball from El Shanawi. He's dispossessed by the South Africans. Of course, they switch sides. South Africa now play from left to right. Egypt are playing from right to left.
I mean, that was a very bad hold-up play by Mohamed Salah. If you're holding up play like that, certainly, of course, you will not make any headway. And that was exactly what Mohamed Salah did there. Very bad hold-up play. And of course, he was dispossessed. Of course, you could see what he wanted to do there.
Yeah, he wanted to control it with his left leg, but he hit the back. And then, of course, possession taken away from him. Here come the Egyptians now, down the left-hand channel. It's going to be Yas Ibrahim. Of course, Rami Rabia. Hugo Bruce watching on. His side still trail. As Mohamed Hamdi now is about to take this throw for the Egyptians. 55 minutes of action. Still Egypt 1, South Africa 0. A goal converted just before halftime by the Egyptian captain and the Liverpool man Mohamed Salah. It was a very light panaka, like customers would say. Maybe not much of a panaka, but just took it down the middle. No stress. Sent Rowan Williams the long way. Here come the South Africans now, looking to get back on level terms. A lovely skill this time. And it is that man, talking about the number 8 man. Shapang Maremi did everything right, but just couldn't beat El Shanawi from distance. It's quite an easy one for the goalkeeper.
El Shanawi is a very busy man this second half.
Yeah, he is.
Unlike the first half where he wasn't exactly so busy. But this time around, Rowan Williams is just there, pretty much on holiday. But I'm sure he's shouting on his players, we need to get the goal.
They need to get the goal. Lovely pass from Teboho Mokoena. Will find the number 20 man, Koliso Mudau, who's on a yellow card. And now, of course, it is Oremi. Goes inward. I will fit it to Sifolo Mbole. Mbole back to Mokoena. Mokoena now. A lovely pass. It's time to Sitole. Back to Mokoena. Mokoena will fit it to that man. Oh! From distance, it was there. A number 6 man, Aubrey Modiba. He got the goal from that man talking about Paulus. Struck it from distance and just couldn't find the target. Aubrey Modiba, number 6 man. Of course, you know the South Africans have this energy to go all the way these days. And that's what they... As now the Egyptians come forward, a long ball, and it's Trezeguet. It took a deflection, but Rowan Williams was able to keep it from going out for a corner kick. And now it's the Egyptians who will come forward again. This time, it is the new man who's come on for Omar Mamouche. Imam Ashur, I should say. To Trezeguet. Ashur again goes down. And now it's Mokoena. Lyle Foster will run through, and El Shanawi comes off his line to clear. He was through and goal, Lyle Foster, but Shanawi acting with very good instinct there to come off his line and clear that one.
A good sweeper of a goalkeeper. El Shanawi did that to save his team. But by the way, Egypt on the other side, had an opportunity. They made it count. I like the fact that defenders for South Africa defended well, and that was why there was a deflection, and that shot made it a very weak one for Williams to be able to catch. It is a very interesting thing that we're saying. Do not rule out Egypt to your peril. That is the message for South Africa. Now, of course, as you can see, Trezeguet again.
Mahmoud Trezeguet cuts inwards. Mahmoud Trezeguet still goes to the ground. It's going to be a free kick, says referee Pacific. And now he's taking it quickly to Zizou. Zizou now to Mo Salah. What a shot right there from him and Asher. And a save from Rowan Williams to deny Asher a goal. The Egyptians, despite their numerical disadvantage, they still want to make it count. You surely have to actually commend them. Despite the fact that they're man down, they are taking the games to the South Africans. Not an easy thing to do when you're numerically disadvantaged. Here comes South Africa now. A lovely pass from Mokoena, this time to Apollos. Apollos now will feed it to Sithole. Sithole to Mudau. Mudau will go the way of Moremi, the number 8 man on the right-hand side. Back to Mudau. And now it's going to be the Egyptians who will pick the pocket of the South Africans. And now they have possession. Number 5 man, Rami Rabiel. And now the South Africans will win it back. Number 6 man, Modiba. A lovely pass this time to Mokoena. Mokoena will go all the way to Modiba again. Now Mokoena this time. Oh, that's a very crunchy tackle there on Mbule. The number 17 man who's just come on. Sifo Mbule wins a free kick in a dangerous position as we see that chance. Again, Trezeguet just playing it quick. This time to Zizou. Zizou to Solan. That new man, of course, Imam Ashur, testing Rowan Williams and forcing him to a save.
Well, of course, you can see that when you give Egypt a chance, yes, they'll be able to get that. And of course, twice in about 30 seconds, Trezeguet had chances. I thought they should have played that free kick. They should have not played it so fast enough. But then they wanted to score more goals, and of course a cushion as well.
Oh, a chance! Is it going to be a penalty? Offside is the call. Oh my goodness, what a chance. Was he slightly offside, Mbule? I think it was slightly offside.
Yeah, it was slightly, very slightly. Yeah. There was nothing there. Even if it wasn't offside, yes, I'm not sure anything would have come. But I don't know what the referee is saying, but I felt that Shanawi removed his hand. I mean, from what I saw, but maybe let's see it from other angle. Yes, the referee is speaking with probably his VAR colleagues. So let's just see how it goes. But then, I think probably what they need to talk about is whether it was an offside or it wasn't an offside before they talk about whether it was a penalty shout or not.
Pacific, the referee, says it's offside. The call stands. What a chance. Right there from the number 20 man, Mudau. Osama Sak. Still, the fact that the Egyptians are a man down hasn't drowned their resolve to actually go all the way, as we see the CAF president there, Dr. Patrice Motsepe, a man who says after the next 2 editions, the Africa Cup of Nations will be hosted every 4 years. And you think it's a good decision?
I think it's the wrongest decision ever. I mean, you do not do that for the African Cup of Nations. We have our culture, and this is giving a lot of interference from FIFA. You understand? And I'm sure there's going to be a whole lot of backlash to it. I'm sure it's a decision that would be reviewed. 4 years doesn't make sense at all. I do not think it does, because our culture says that we'll play the African Cup of Nations twice. I mean, whether it's an odd year or an even year, we'll play the African Cup of Nations every 2 years. And it has been like that since 1957. when the First Nations Cup was hosted in Sudan. So I do not understand why it is like that. They said they want to bring in the Nations League. It does not stop the African Cup of Nations. It does not
That's
stop
what
the
he
African
said.
Cup
He said the African Nations League.
So it does not stop the African Cup of Nations. African Cup of Nations should continue to be played. The Nations League is a league style, if you ask me. So I think that's just it.
Corner kick to the Egyptians. Zizou to take. 64 minutes of match action. Done and dusted. Zizou now sends a high one in. And it's going to be played back by Mo Salah. But the deflection will come from the number 17 man. Talking about Mbule. Corner kick to Egypt. This is really getting even more interesting. That's why it's the African Cup of Nations for a reason. Mo Salah and Zizou stand over this one. Looking to take it. Mo Salah will swing it in. It's Salah headed away by the South African defense, and now it's going to be a goal kick to, of course, Egypt, or South Africa, I should say. The number 14 man, right there, Hamdi Fati with a header, not troubling Rowan Williams in goal for South Africa, as they now have possession. Modal will fit it to Ngenzama. Ngenzama now to Mokazi. Lovely ball over the top, and it's Oswin Apollos who has the ball. For a moment they tried to cause some problems to Apollos, and now it's Mokoena. Mbule, and now to Moremi on the right. Moremi, still Moremi, looking to get across. Will feed it to the number 13 man, Sithole. South Africa asking questions. They've taken it out to the left, where of course Aubrey Modiba tries, and it is Apollos now. Apollos, great space. Apollos with a shot. What a block run there from the Egyptian back line. Apollos with the effort. South Africa still in possession. 66 minutes of match action. And now it's Modiba. Modiba now trying to evade the tackle from Ashaw. Will go all the way back to Mbokazi. Mbokazi to Ngenzama. South Africans, of course, just enjoying possession at the now. Passing the ball. Not in a rush. Tabo Mokoena tried to go for a long range. But now it's the Egyptians who come forward. Lovely ball to Salah. Salah tries to set that man Zizou free, but no, the South Africans well organized at the back. And Lyle Foster now will have it. Foster now will try to get a better of the number 6 man for Egypt. Talking about Yasser Ibrahim, still Foster. Looking to foster some unity. Lovely ball over the top from Tabo Mokoena. The loose ball will be cleared by the Egyptian back line. And now they try to launch an attack of their own. It's going one way and then the other, Cosmos. It's end-to-end football.
I mean, end-to-end football, if you ask me. South Africa are trying as much as possible to get a goal. They are desperate. But then, even in their desperation, it is important that they should know that they are leaving a whole lot of hole at the back. And I think that is the advantage that Egypt are trying to take in this game. And Egypt actually took the advantage twice in about 1 minute, but they were not able to, get the needed goal. You understand? So I like how Egypt are defending. They are defending with 5 men at the back, and Mohamed Salah is the creative force in this one. He's not playing at the right hand side.
A chance.
Yeah.
Put it away
by
Rabi Rabia.
They are defending well.
They are defending well. And this time it is a substitution for South Africa before the corner kick is taken. I think it's Apollos who's coming off, yes. Oswin Apollos coming off
for Mofokeng.
Mofokeng is the man coming on, the number 10 man for, of course, the South Africans.
Yeah, I remember him when he played against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, the African Cup of the World Cup qualifier. Is actually very fast, really, really fast, and probably to weary out this defense. They want to try as much as possible to get somebody who is fast and swift and can be able to make those crosses. By the way, I think this is a good attempt by Mokoena, although it was very hard.
Yeah, was looking for glory right there. Talking about Mokoena. Teboho Mokoena plays his club football right there in South Africa for Mamelodi Sundowns in the South African PSL. Mokoena driving force right there for the South Africans in midfield. Cosmo said he's an anchor man, and quite rightly so. When as we see the vociferous Egyptians making their voices heard.
Yeah. They might not be one in the Egyptian Premier League, but when it comes to the national team, they're one. I mean, you can see them in their hundreds. Not so much of South African fans there, but some of the South African fans are still there. But the Egyptian fans have it done. Of course, the fact that Morocco is not so far, and that is why they are here.
That's why they're here. Morocco not so far. 70 minutes, a water break being initiated. There's both sets of players now looking to see how they can actually get this one as we look at that effort from Mokoena there. A long range. But from the look of things, El Shinawi got that one covered.
Well, and he got injured. He hit his hand at the top crossbar. So he got injured. He got injured there. But then I think he has been attended to, and he can continue the game.
So the game continues with Egypt still leading South Africa by 1-0. Mohamed Salah from the penalty spot. That surely has to be mentioned. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're bringing the commentaries to you right here. Myself, Overdose, alongside Cosmos Chukwemeka. Making sure that you enjoy everything African football. Well, like I said before, Tunisia actually won their game. And they won it quite convincingly, so it was a very, very good scoreline against Angola and Zimbabwe playing a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, they played out a 1-1 draw earlier on. Tunisia plays tomorrow.
They play tomorrow. Super Eagles of Nigeria is who they play. I don't know how you see that game. The last time we faced Tunisia was in 2019, where of course...
No, that was in 2021 African Cup of Nations. Played in 2022.
Yeah, 2021, where we won all our group games, but we lost to Tunisia.
1-0.
Yeah, Maduka Okoye. I think he's still blamed for that goal.
He's still blamed for it. Yes, he's still blamed for it.
But what do you think is going to be the outcome tomorrow? Do you think Nigeria can beat Tunisia?
I don't know. I think it's really hard.
I'll put you on the spot.
I think it's really hard to say.
Okay.
I want to look at the patterns. The times that Nigeria won the African Cup of Nations, they didn't win their second games. Or the time that they played in the finals, apart from the last African Cup of Nations, they did not win their second games. You understand?
Is that a sign?
Yes. 1980, they didn't win their second game. They drew their second game. 1994, they drew their second game against Egypt. Yes, I think that was goalless. And then in 2013, Nigeria drew their second game against Zambia 1-1, and they went ahead to win the African Cup of the Day. In fact, in the times they got into the finals, like the Ghana-Nigeria 2000, Nigeria played Congo, not DR Congo. Yes, not DR Congo, and they got into the final.
South Africa with a shot.
Lovely.
El Shinawi with a save. Still South Africa this time. They go one way and then the other. And it's the new man. Talking about the number 10 man in possession for them. I'm talking about none other than Rebel Hifle Eratomo. Is that? Yes.
I mean, I think that was a lovely shot from the number 8 shadow player of South Africa, trying as much as possible. Is it the one?
Actually, the number 20 man.
Yes.
The number 20 man is Modal.
Modal, the one that got the
yellow card.
Yeah. And of course, the corner kick. The penalty that's considered the penalty for South Africa.
Here come Egypt now. A lovely defending there from the number 21 man in Ngenzana, Siabonga Ngenzama. Lovely high ball into the Egyptian box. Well dealt with by the Egyptians. Modal now will fit it to Moremi. Cuts to his left. Moremi gets the cross in. Another header right there from Egyptians. Number 6 man Yasser Ibrahim. Modal picks up the loose ball.
I think Egypt should try as much as possible to hold the ball. Of course, it's very glaring to see that they're not exactly a defensive side. So try as much as possible to hold the ball. Pass the ball. You guys can pass the ball. They did it earlier in the second half, and they were able. Like something like this.
Yeah, they come forward now. Zizou for the Egyptians. A beautiful 1-2 with Mo Salah. Zizou now cuts in. Will fit it to the number 90 man, Atia. He was really looking for that top corner, Marwan Atia, but sends it over the bar. Goal kick to South Africa.
And this is what I'm talking about. Hold the ball, try as much as possible to pass the ball around, and then when you have an opportunity, shoot. And I think that it's as if they were listening to me. Why you try as much as possible to defend.
South Africa again. Mafokeng there, not being able to make good use of the chance as the Egyptians come forward through Imam Asher. Asher now will fit it to Mahmoud Trezeguet. Trezeguet will fit it to the number 12 man, Mohamed Hamdi. And that's Egypt in possession. Hamdi Fati, long ball, looking for the run of that man Trezeguet. Lovely as he tries to get past Kulisa Modal. But Modal wins that battle quite well and comes forward for South Africa.
That was good defending from Modal.
Yeah.
Followed the ball through. I don't know, I felt it wasn't a wise decision to remove Mamouche. I felt Trezeguet should have been removed. Yeah, maybe because Trezeguet is tall, has good hold-up play, he will be able to do the best he can do. But I felt that Mamouche should have been much more effective in the second half.
Much more effective, but the deed has been done by Hosam Hassan. South Africa tried to get back on level terms. Great defending there. Mo Salah tries to weave it, but
Yasser defending very well.
Yasser Ibrahim.
Twice.
And that one was a very good example of how well you should defend. But South Africans are still asking questions. Foster now tries to set a player free. South Africa come forward, and this time that ball is played away by Yasser Ibrahim as the number 23 man actually was able to send that one away. Edvins Magopa. Just tongue-twisting names everywhere. South Africa, of course, making a change. Evidence Magogba plays his club football for Orlando Pirates. The number 23 man sends it to the box. Magogba trying to initiate a bicycle kick. A striker. A lovely back heel. What a save from El Shenawi. Great link-up play right there for the South Africans. And the number 6 man almost getting that one there. Talking about Andre Modiba. Well, El Shenawi with a save.
But the work was done by Lyle Foster. Show you the kind of intelligent striker that he is. He knew that the defenders would be on him, and a very lovely back pass, and then of course, El Shanawi did the rest. But
wonderful build-up play there. Lyle Foster, of course, and Modiba waiting for the right moment to come forward after Lyle Foster spotted his run. Lovely backheel pass. But El Shanawi up to the task. Trezeguet will make way now with 11 minutes left to play. And Mohamed Shahata is the man to replace Mahmoud Trezeguet. It's going to be a double substitution, by the way. Mohamed Lashin will also come for Zizou.
Yeah. I think they need a whole lot of freshness, and it's a good thing that two guys are coming in to bring that freshness to Egypt. I mean, they are becoming weary. South Africa is asking questions after questions, and of course, El Shanawi has just saved them a lot. And so they need to ensure that they bring in new guys that will inject new ideas into them as they are defending for their life to ensure that they get the 6 points to qualify for the round of 16.
They are really defending with their lives right there, talking about Egypt. They do not want to concede, especially with 11 minutes. It's Magokba trying to get to the end of that one. Now El Shanawi will punch. South Africa still, and it will give Egypt a chance to come forward, but faulty pass. South Africa take possession. Magokba will send it all the way to Mokoena now to Madiba to Foster. South Africa with plenty of possession, but not being able to find that weakness in the Egyptian backline. Here they come again. Lovely ball. This time to Lyle Foster. Defended quite accurately by Hamdi Fati for the Egyptians. As we look at the number 14 man, Fati again. Hamdi Fati has been very, very crucial to the Egyptian backline, hasn't he?
Yeah, very crucial. Has been able to make many of the tackles alongside with Yasser.
Yeah.
Very, very crucial if you ask me, especially at this time when they are fighting for their lives to ensure that the Bafana of South Africa do not score a goal.
Just to put into context, the CAF president is also South African.
Yeah.
So he'll be hoping that South Africa actually wins this one.
Exactly. Yeah. Of course, there's that bias there.
Yeah,
there's that bias there, so it's normal. It's normal.
Very normal. South Africa now try to create so much space on the right-hand channel away, so they go all the way back. The Bafana, and now it's Madiba. Akopeng. Okoena!
I mean, this shot, yeah, very lovely shot, but this shot is unlike Mokoena. Mokoena usually hit it really hard.
Yeah.
Goes to the top corner, whether the right top corner or left top corner. I mean, look at how he has caught plenty of goals for the Bafana, and of course for Mamelodi Sundown. So this does not, do justice to who Mokoena is when it comes to shots like this. And, Egypt are becoming very, very weary.
Oh,
very weary.
What was that one for? Talking about Mbokazi. Just struck it at the South African defender. Full name, Mbekelize Mbokazi. 82 minutes on the clock. It looks like Egypt are running away with the 3 points, which will put them in very good stead to progress from Group B. Even as the number 15 man now, Shahata, Mohamed Shahata is caught by the camera. Now the South Africans in possession. 7 more minutes for them to get back on level terms if they have to get anything from this game. Now Mofokeng on the left-hand channel. Lovely skill to actually get past Osham. Okoena now will fit it to the number 20 man, Modal. All the way to number 17 player. We're talking about Mbule. The Egyptians clear, but only as far as Mokoena. Now it's Mbule. Modal. Mokoena again. Modal with a cross, so feints that one. Takes the number 17 man Shatta away from the picture. It's a chance now. And a cross. A cheeky one. Makopeng cannot get to it. But it's a chance for South Africa. Foster with a shot. A water block from Egypt. Oh my goodness. These Egyptians, they'll want to lie down. And now it's Usher who will go the way. Has 3 South Africans chasing him. Cools down possession. Still in possession. And eventually gives it away. Eventually. When you thought he will do something meaningful. South Africa now turn the fence into attack. They go the other way. And this time it's Makopeng. Trying to get past a man who has been effective all day. The number 6 man for Egypt.
Yes, sir.
Yasser Ibrahim. But South Africa win it back. Teboho Mokoena now. 6 more minutes left to play. Sends it to the right hand side of things. And that's Mbule. The leg of it's good. Sends it back. And now it's a lovely cross, changing the point of attack from the right to the left. The cross comes in again. And this time it's blocked and sent out of play by Shatta for throwing to South Africa.
Well,
5 more minutes left to play.
Of course, you can see what South Africa are trying to do.
Yeah.
They want to score a goal, and they are putting everything into it. Egypt, as I've said, are naturally not a defensive team. So what they should do is hold on to the ball when you have the ball. Hold on to it, even in your passes. Make lovely passes. You are not the kind of a team that plays the long balls and all, and you do not have pacey players. Hold on to it. Something is happening right.
Hold on to it. Well, Osama Sam has his partner on the technical crew as well.
He has his brother.
Yeah.
His twin brother.
His twin brother. Yeah,
Ibrahim Hussein.
Yeah. It's a family affair now.
Yeah.
But all pointing towards national interest, I should say. As Yasser Ibrahim clears that one, was right place, right time to make the clearance from Yasser Ibrahim. Mudau now. Firi to Mbule. Mbule will go all the way back to Mokoena. Mokoena now to Mudau on the right hand channel. Mudau now will look to get the cross in. Shatta is there. And now they will clear, but only as far as Teboho Mokoena. Lovely ball into the box. Makopeng was the closest man, and now it's Mokoena to Love Foster. Foster to Mokoena. I think it's going to be a penalty. Well, the referee says it's a free kick.
It's a free kick.
Just outside the box. We're actually pushing for a penalty around there. Talking about the South Africans.
And the bench is saying, South Africa Bafana bench is saying, you know what? Check out the VAR. Check out the VAR. I mean, let's see what happened here.
Everything I always say seems so worse looking at the replay. Oh, I think that was a handball.
It's a handball, but that's really hard to say whether it was inside or outside.
The referee says it's at the edge of the box. The VAR has confirmed that it wasn't inside the box, so South African players are saying they should actually check VAR. Yasser Ibrahim actually is the culprit, and South Africa appealing for a penalty. VAR is still talking to a referee, Pacific, last name, Ndabihau Wamenimana. I had to take it slow, bite my tongue. Yeah.
The Burundian referee.
The Burundian referee, definitely. Substitution.
Mohamed Salah needs to be removed, I agree.
For, of course, Egypt, Mo Salah needs to come off.
I agree. It's not adding any value to this game anymore.
88 minutes on the clock. Mo Salah will be making his way to the bench. And, of course, Mbule is saying, come on, go off. Why are you wasting time?
As the captain of the side, he needs to ensure that everything goes well for him.
Well, Osama Faisal is the man to come on for Mo Salah. We begin to wonder how many minutes of added time will be given by the fourth official here.
I'm sure it's going to be a lot.
Just 2 minutes of normal time remaining.
Wow.
Yeah. That's how fast this match has flown by.
I mean, I said this match is going to have its drama. This match is going to have a story point, but I never thought it was going to be this intense. I never thought it was going to be this intense.
I think it's inside the penalty box, to be honest.
It's really hard to say from the angle.
And that's what Hugo Bruce is saying.
It's really hard to say on the angle. I mean,
I think VAR should look at it and tell the referee to go check himself.
They're still talking. From what I saw, it looks as if it was inside or on the line. From what I saw.
Now he's saying it's not a penalty. But again, VAR had to check for their own penalty, so it's only fair that the referee will go to the screen and check for South Africa's own penalty call. He's still speaking with VAR, referee Pacific. Ndabi Wahimimana.
But really, kudos must go to the referee. I mean, he has been able to handle this game, professionally. This is a world-class showing.
Well, the South African fans are praying and saying, please, let this be a penalty. And if it is a penalty, then what an end to this fixture. 2 penalties. Definitely, the wait continues. Pacific. Ndabi Wahami Mawana. Look at the South African lady. She's always
Mama Joy. I mean,
always with the South African team.
I was a child watching Burkina Faso 98, Ghana, Nigeria 2000.
Mama Joy has always been there. She's always featured.
She's always been there.
A great supporter of, I think, Kaizer Chiefs or Orlando Pirates. I'm not really sure. One of those teams. South Africa wait. Egypt wait. The referee has to make the decision by going to the screen himself. But
he has not been told to go.
The more you look at it, the more you just feel it is a penalty. Teboho Mokoena's effort, striking a hand.
He has to
go now
check.
He goes to the pit side monitor. He has to check whether or not it was a penalty, but on a scale of 10, 9.5 is my call that he will give that as a penalty. The remaining 5 or 0.5,
anyway,
the Egyptians can have it.
I mean, it's hard from this back angle. It seemed to be on the line.
It's not hard. His hand was inside the box.
His hand was inside, but from where the ball touched, seemed to be on the line. It's really, really hard from here. I wish we can get other angles. Fine, his hand was inside, but it did not touch the finger part. I think it does touch the.
It's going to be a penalty, Cosmos.
Let's see how it goes.
I know you're trying to explain. It's fine. I mean, the explanation is good. I'm not saying it's not good. But referee Pacific,
let's see how it goes.
Has seen it, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not
no penalty.
I said it.
Oh,
I mean, I saw it.
Right. South Africa are really in disbelief.
I saw it. I knew.
All my calls today have just gone south.
I mean, look at it. Look.
From Mo Salah having his penalty being saved.
Look at it.
To Omar Mamouche scoring that free kick.
The ball was inside, but the hand was inside, but the ball touched the line. It touched the wrist part of the line. Come on.
Yes, Ibrahim, what a relief man he is.
But it's not yet over. South Africa have been known to score goals like this.
Are they going to score from this position?
I feel they can score from this position.
All right. Let's see how that works. Hugo Bruce.
Oh! What did they do?
Well, South Africa, I think they tried to actually take a shot, but it didn't materialize for them. So,
come on, what are they doing? They took a free kick, actually.
Oh, okay. But did he trouble the goalkeeper? I don't think so.
No, he did not. It did not.
We didn't even see the passage of play. I mean, they just showed Hugo Bruce, and the next thing you know, El Shenawi's with the ball.
I think so far so good. The VAR has been spot on in the African Cup of Nations, aside the Benin Republic game, where the VAR got technical issue. Nepa take
Grace comes in from Undule. A chance for South Africa now. Another cross, headed away. And now offside. Coming to the Egyptians' rescue. El Shenawi is clutching his hand. I think there was a collision there between the Egyptian goalkeeper and the South African player. Makopong, to be honest. Yeah.
That was an offside though. Even if he had called that, it would have been an offside.
I think it's 7 minutes of added time given.
Yeah.
I know I'm seeing something like 7, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's actually 7.
Oh, okay.
It's actually 7.
You know, I use glasses these days, so I'm getting old, but it's fine. So, more minutes, I'm sure will be given, of course, to make up for the delay in making that call as to whether it was a penalty or not. The ball striking the hand of Yasser Ibrahim from that short courtesy to Teboho Mokowena. Just look at the Egyptian fans. So many of them in our picture here. And they are on their way to a very hard-fought 3 points. Mo Salah, the man converting a penalty for them to actually get a goal, and he did that in a very, very cool way. And that was just before halftime in the 44th minute of the first half. Here comes South Africa again. Can they be able to dash the Egyptian hopes and maybe rescue a point for all their efforts? And Mbule will send it back. This time to Mudau. Mudau has it again. So many Egyptians now defending. The Egyptians want to defend, and Mbule has it. A step over is good, and Mbule creates space for himself. Goes down that right-hand channel, but again, it's wonderful defending from Mohamed Hamdi, a number 12 man for Egypt. Sends it out. Corner kick is the call. South Africa have players coming forward to help. Even the goalkeeper, Rowan Williams, is making his way to the Egyptian box. 96 minutes of action. Teboho Mokowena is the man to swing this one in for South Africa. He does swing it in. Is it a chance? A header comes! What a save from El Shenawi! And it is another corner kick to South Africa. Oh, wow. Goodness gracious. What about that for a save?
El Shenawi showing why he's the experienced goalkeeper that he is. Multiple-time Champions League winner.
Another chance. A header comes. And Egypt will clear. Asha chase it. Put in pressure on the South African defense. Goes out for a throw-in. South Africa living right now. Here they come. Shehata there trying to find a very good pass to Asher, but that did not materialize. And now Mudau will fit it to the number 10 man. Talking about Makopong. South Africa really, oh, what a punch there from Shalnai. South Africa still another low cross, and this time it's gonna be put it away. South Africa keep it in place. South Africa still, well, that ball has gone out. And look at that chance there. The number 21 man Ngezana with a very good header, and El Shenawi punching it away as quick as a flash. The Egyptian goalkeeper.
I mean, you can see Osama Zan telling Egypt players to calm down, but they are not calm. I mean, they are used to scoring goals. They are not used to being in this position. They are not used to being in this position whereby a team is actually on them to score against them. But somehow, it is still like that. It's still like that.
Any moment from now, the referee from Burundi, Pacific, first name, surname Ndabi Hawenimana, will blow the whistle to signal the end of this fixture. So much in terms of action, so much in terms of football artistry, but the Egyptians holding on despite being a man down for the second half. They were able to hold their own. Here they come forward again, this time Shehata, the number 21 man, this time to Asha. Asha now will send it to the right. The Egyptians still, lovely ball, straight at Rowan Williams. South Africa have a chance. Osama San is saying the referee should blow the whistle. Pacific. Ndabi Haweminara still